Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about the first year anniversary. Unfortunately, this video has to come out way earlier than it should be, but I'm going to be talking about the first year anniversary regardless. The first year anniversary is going to be cut into 4 parts: the countdown celebration, then the 2 major parts, and then what I would call has an EX part or the final part. So I'm going to be going through each single part individually and then talk about the rewards. Let's talk about the part 1 of the anniversary. First thing is going to be a new home screen that is going to come out once we are close to the first year anniversary. This home screen is of course going to be similar to the 0.5 year anniversary, but instead it's going to be more catered towards the red color. Then we have the first year anniversary login celebration. You get up to 1500 carats throughout the span of 10 days, because each day is going to give you 150 carats. Then we have the first year anniversary missions, part 1. Upon finishing it, you will get 500 carats, so now we have up to 2000 carats over here, 105,000 monies, 70,000 support points. Then we have 5 alarm clocks, then 2 of each support cards, which is going to be the Uma card ticket and also the support card ticket. Then we have those Team Trials refresh bottles, and then this is not really a part of the anniversary, but I did include it because it happened the same day, which is going to be a new round of G1 races. You will get 150 carats, 40,000 monies, and then we get 10,000 support points and 2 pleasing parfait. Then we get to a new free daily logins, which we get free pulls on. It will be split upon 5 for Umas and 6 for support cards, 2 for Measure Arden, 3 for Admire Vega, and 6 for Define Motion and Kawakawi Princess banner. This is taken from Henry Handsome Derby's calculator, so major shout out to him, and I'm going to link his YouTube channel in the comment section. These events over here have lasted for a while. This lasts throughout the entire anniversary. So the first year anniversary shop, I already made a video about that, but I'm going to include it at the end in case you wanted to know what the final reward is going to be. Then we have half the TP cost for the career, which is going to be nice, because if they also add the Spark rerolling feature on the first year anniversary instead of the 1.5 year anniversary, this is going to be extremely helpful. Then we get double the rewards throughout the career, and then we get +3 daily races on each day. So that is very nice to start, and a very good start at it for the first year anniversary part 1. Then we have the first year anniversary part 2 missions. We will start by having a 3000 giveaway carats at the start of the anniversary, which is something extremely wonderful. Then we have a new login bonus, which for the next 10 days you will get 300 carats, and that means that you are able to get 6,000 carats just from login bonuses, which is extremely nice. And you also get 2 copies of the Sancho Diamond Wick card. Then we would have a new type of free pulls, which is going to give us up to 120 free pulls. 60 on the Kita-san Black and Makiyani Tanhasur, I believe, or Mambo. Hopefully I got that right. Then we would have 60 pulls on the Naruto Top Road and Admire Vega cards. So that is going to be nice if you are chasing on any of these banners. The first year anniversary part 2 missions would now give us an additional 500 carats. So part 2 already is going to give us 6,500 carats, which is a very nice amount of carats, especially since all of them are going throughout the Naruto Top Road banner if you decide to pull on it. Then we have an additional 100,000 monies, 60,000 support points, 5 additional alarm clocks, Then we have 3 copies of the Sancho Diamond Wood card, which means that you can maximum break it very easily. Then we have 1 rainbow crystal fragment and also 1 gold crystal fragment for the part 2 of the celebration. Then we have something which is going to be the paid side of stuff, where this is going to be the first time on global, but you can buy a selector UMA ticket and a selector SSR support card ticket. Those cost about $20, and the value that you get off of this is so high that I would recommend, if you are going to spend any money, then you should probably do it on this occasion only. This lasts all the way until the New Year Opera O banner, and you could select or any UMA before her, or you could select New Year Opera O herself. And the same goes for the support card banner, where it will last all the way until the Makiani Fukitaru speak card. But my recommendations for the UMAs, if it's just any of the 4 over here. Fuji Kiseki, if the 2nd year anniversary comes out, is extremely viable. We have Saiyan Sky, if you do not have her, has a front runner player. New Year Opera O is a universal parent and is extremely good on mile, medium and long, has a universal parent. Then we have Major Udobar if you are running a late soldier or an encloser. And the shop is going to be refreshed to have new additional items. And then part 2 is going to introduce a new song, which is going to be linked in the comment section and also the description. This is a very cute song and I would really like it. It's called We Are Dreamers. Then we have more secrets and panels. There's going to be, of course, more lore on an UMA, and that is cool. Then we have +5 follow slots, so you can follow more people. And then we have +10 additional Hall of Fame slots. And yeah, that is a very strong start to the 2nd part of the anniversary. Then we have the part 3 of the anniversary. Additionally, we will get even more login bonuses, a lot of login bonuses if you have noticed. Then we will get additional 2,250 carats. So that is a very, very large amount of carats throughout the anniversary. Then we have an additional 12 pools for the UMAs, which will go for Sancho Diamond. If you really like Sancho Diamond, then hey, you get a free multi on her banner, so her banner is a bit cheap. Then we would get a special banner which is only paid, where you can spend 1,500 paid carats on the UMA banner or the support card banner to guarantee an SSR, which is going to be random. If you bought the anniversary packs, which is going to be the selector ones, you get an additional 1,500 paid carats. This might be some value if your account is new, but if you are gonna use this, then you can come up with the terms with anything that you get here. Sometimes you get something good, sometimes you get something bad. It just depends. But if it was up to me, I probably will just do this because it's usually better than just spending them on pulling on any banner, at least on my opinion. There's going to be paid packs, of course, alongside of it, which helps promote this. But like, if you bought the anniversary pack that includes the selector, then you don't really need to buy this. You could just use the carats that you get from the selector instead. Then we have part 3 missions, and finally we get 1 selector SSR first year anniversary ticket. This is going to last all the way until Makiani Fukitaru speed card, which is something extremely nice. Use this ticket on the support card of your choice. I'm not going to give you recommendations now until I get even more of knowledge on which optimal way to use this. Then we will get additional 450 carats, 120,000 monies, 60,000 support points, and then one of each ticket, being the Uma ticket and also the support card ticket. You also get one additional gold fragment shard, which is nice. Then the shop will get updated again to include new items, and then there is going to be a lot of songs being updated, which allows for new Umas to sing in them. And here is the list of Umas. I'm going to go through them, and of course, if you want to see who they are and what song, you can pause the video. There is a lot of Umas in here too, which is of course very cool. And then lastly, there is going to be new songs added to the jukebox. So yeah, this part of the anniversary I would say is good, and it is going to be nice. As for the final part or EX part of the anniversary, we will get additional 12 pulls for the support card banner. The banner will go for is going to be the Xeno Roy SSR and the current Char SSR cards. These are like decent cards, they are situational, but again, free pulls is free pulls, and it's going to be nice. Then we would have a new story chapter and a new mechanic called the Group Club card, which is of course a new mechanic. It's cool, and it is going to be a decent card in Make a New Track, though it's a 5% race bonus card. And of course, since this is going to be a story chapter, there's going to be about 450-ish carats to be gotten from the story itself. Then we have the round 3 of the trainer exam missions, and it is going to give us the first ever Uma round 2 ticket. This is going to be a random Uma from a selection of Umas, and then it is going to last all the way until the festival banner. So any banner that is before the festival Gold City and also festival Symbiuli Rudolph is going to be on the list. So that is more chances of you to get a new Uma, which is of course nice, which means that you could technically spook Saiyan Sky, you could spook Fuji Kiseki, those type of Umas. 300 extra carats, 15 alarm clocks, 290,000 monies, 8 TP bottles, 5 pleasing buffet, 2 of each ticket being the Uma ticket and also the support card ticket, and then we have a new feature called the Daily Legends Race. By the name, that means that Legends Races is going to be daily. There is going to be 2 separate ones. One features still the usual rotation of Umas, and then there is going to be this one for the old ones, where it will last forever. You can do one of these every single day. So let's say I do not own, I don't know, maybe I don't own TM Opera O, okay? What I can do is that I could just do TM Opera O Legends races over and over and over again each day, and eventually I can just unlock her because I have eventually reached 150 shards of TM Opera O. So that is extremely nice. This is a godsend feature, and it will help you as a long-term player unlock so many new Umas. These are the Umas that are going to come out on the first year anniversary, and of course it is going to be a decent selection. Shoutouts to Henry Handsome Derby Discord on general, where I found this. So there's going to be enhanced commentary from the commentator, and of course that is going to be nice if you like commentary on your races. And then there's going to be finally an extra G1 missions where you get 150 carats, 40,000 monies, 10,000 support points, and 2 pleasing parfaits. And yeah, that is going to be end of the anniversary itself. A very, very handsome and generous anniversary. And hopefully you are able to do everything in here, since it is going to be nice. Now I'm going to be talking about the total that you will get if you manage to do everything in the anniversary itself. Here is going to be the total if you bought everything throughout the anniversary. And it is going to be very, 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 very good. I can't emphasize how awesome this is, because you get 12,500-ish carats. That is an extremely high amount of carats during the anniversary, and I highly recommend that you play throughout it so that you can enjoy the big surge of your carat bank. Then you get close to 700 monies. Monies isn't really that issue anymore, but of course more is nice. 210,000 support points, nice. Then you get close to 50 alarm clocks. That is going to be a godsend in making you track, especially if you are planning on doing a decent amount of parenting. So yeah, extremely good. Then you have 3 of each book, which is of course extremely nice, because again, gold books are very hard to get, and the more that you get, or the more options that you have, that is going to be helpful. Then you get close to 40 pleasing parfait. Then you get 28 TP bottles. I'm actually running low on these bottles, and getting close to 30 is going to be extremely nice, especially during the time where we are going to be in an event where TP cost is going to be half. So essentially, if you are going to be using them during the anniversary, you are essentially using like the value of 2 at the price of 1, which is extremely nice. Then you get 2 rainbow fragments, 3 gold fragments, 8 of each ticket being the UMA and the support card tickets, which is of course very nice, especially if you pair it with another banner or like use it as a substitute for carats, then those are going to be extremely handy. You are going to get an SR debut of round 2 tickets, which is of course nice. Then you get the round 2 SSR UMA ticket, which allows you to get a random UMA that exists from release all the way until the festival banner. And then you get your selector. If you bought the items in the shop, at least the selector ones, you would get an additional 3,000 paid carats, and also you get 2 SSR scout tickets of your choice, and of course 1 UMA selector. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, again, this video had to come out earlier than usual, and that's pretty much it. If you found this video to be helpful, consider subscribing and consider joining the Discord, link it in the comment section, and I hope to see you in the next one.